I don't claim possess beings or specters that man the espionage. All I do is kiss Keem on Kester like Mr. Panish Podge. I don't do the thing on the extra charge or Miss Estranage. Estranade was mete, everything like a cetra judge. All I do is pexay. I don't mess with Edexe. I don't mess with Traco. I don't mess with the Texe. I don't mess with Lacho. I don't mess with the Bex Bay. I don't mess with Texte. I don't mess with the X Clay. Everything with Chiros. Everything like Miss Check State. I like to rap in borrows on top of mon words on X Play. I like to rap on tie words and spun the bar words and chow words. If my words be slurring, it ain't no purpose like coward sour. All that stuff is realers. Everything like maturers. I rap better than Squid Boy on top of Captain's Consclerus. I rap better than Tid Toy on top of rappers like Big Boy. I rap better than Tid Toys on Kid Core on me Chid Toy. I don't rap like Poco. I don't rap like a Jofo. I rap better than Maker Wise when he was there with that po folks. I was there like Joe Coke. I be there with the old folks. I'm sitting there watching channels on Killer Rodro like Joan Notes. Everything was pole folks. I'm mature like a Joan Tokes. But I ain't friends with racists and not secure with the bone folks. I don't mess with Chonto and they know it like Glone Coat. They making me conturous so I be fake like a throne pork. Everything with Joan Torque. I don't mess with the gone sorts. I don't mess with nothing without the money like Joan Torques. I don't mess with nothing without the gunny or pawn porks. I don't mess with funny without the runny with Don Dorks. All I do is rap king, Takiyasu or Chat king. I'm still the one that's early what I was told to be lap fed. But they ain't say I'm pelly. They ain't say I'll be really deli. They ain't say something happened that I be forced to be selly helly. They ain't tell me Captain was on the porch of Miss Jelly Belly. They ain't tell me Captain was on the course of Miss Ellie Felly. They ain't tell me rap told, Tekadaso or chap told. Help needed was the freestyle. All my boys is collapso. Now they got lieutenants on Kakiyaso and got lieutenants acting like the rap reason ain't the purpose for capless gimmicks. Pokiyaso Klingo, it's all the rapping that aptly tennis. Just because a crowd hang around you don't mean you baptly business. Just because a crowd hang around you because you aptly dentist. Then they terrorize me in other ways so I'm capless Guinness. Everything with Chaco, hating on me like a obsco. If gangs was in the crazy then they was probably like drop so. Now they got the police, military, civilians too. Looking at my rap skill thinking Jerry was jealous too. Everything was cap kill, everything like a belly's boo. They jealous of my wealth in the afterlife like a spelling true. Pokiyaso clean go, spelling riches was spelling true. Spirit riches income, everything like a jelly too. Spirit riches treasure on Tika Prago with Ellis Stew like Pellis Boo was Baxter, everything like a jealous few. Off the top I make raps better than Biggie, 8 claps, better than all the ones they salute for sovereign relay saps. Off the top like great caps, nothing here but a chase taps. Marines would just be present, they lying on Procos and Jape laps. They trying to be a catcher to give my rounds to they athlete legend. But I said no thanks on the Hiller style on Miss Capley Bessie. But I said no thanks on the Hiller style on Miss Capley Bessie. But I said no thanks on the Pilly spot on Miss Bapley Ressie. Everything was Chaco, everything like Miss Japley Jesse. Just because I'm down bad don't mean you up like a Bapley session. Just because I'm down bad don't mean you won like a Trapley Bessie. Just because I'm down bad don't mean you fun like a absolute Gretchen. Takiyaso Klingo with justice come in this Papley Ressie. All I do is rate raps and make the war era Japley Nessie. All I do is make raps and make the toy area date caps like or era like Orkira make raps on Miss Appley dressing. All these spirit creatures was never here to the Dapley Dessing. If you see them teacher then you be knowing it like Japley Hesson. Everything was Keisha on Pocket Pocket and everything was Choney and his opponents on Obley Stokers and Obley Eaters. Off the top I make raps and good as fun like a J-Taps. I don't do nothing better than Uli Scrun on Miss May Flaps. I don't do nothing better than June and Stun on Miss J-Taps. If I rap because I must, then I won the war cause I make raps. Pokiyaso Klingo, I won the war cause I take gaps. I won the war for certain cause they was saying I was J-Laps. They said I had to hurt them with Alice Stroko and had the person telling me in secret the things y'all know now like Alice Sturton. This was far back then though, Pokiyaso and Chinto. If I can't get a job because I don't rap then I'm Miss Flinpo. Everything with Chaco, without the rap I was Dento. But then they switched to Apple and say it's claps on the Ken float. Everything with Jocko, they said it's claps on the pen bow. They said it's claps on Macho, they said it's claps on Miss Renflo. They said it's claps on Dacho. They said it's claps on Miss Gin Boat. They said it's claps on Hacho. They said it's claps on Miss 10 Folks. Said it's claps on Macho. They said tomorrow I'm broken bags. So I said the Caro on Chikataro on Open Hags. So I said I'm Lara on Picafaro on Chocolate Bags. So I said I'm Taro on Ikaparo on Boakland Bags. I don't speak to Marines. I don't know them like Charlie Pizza. If I ever seen them, I called the law like a Jolly Feaster. Everything was Chaco. I was there like a Paco. If I ever knew them, then I was under Miss Miss Watch too. Everything would chew them, everything like a chew Kim. They pretending like I'm friendly to be a meter, like Goose Gim. Everything was choose Tim. I don't know them, so who's them? Like Pooh's film on Cool Skim. I ain't friends with the dudes them. Pokey out so clean go, nothing like them was Cool Skim. I was by myself at the meeting practice like Rules Bim. I was by myself at the greeting tactics like beating matches. Wanna see me rap just for free for money like G and Napses. So I said I'm Clapco. I don't mess with the rap show, but the military here, then they under threat of Miss Jablero. Pokey out so clean go, they under threat of the rap show, just like the all injustice was under threat of Miss App Stowe. Pokey out so clean go, all they did is Miss Jap Flow. It's all about the rap in spite of any words like a bag's blow. Pokey out so clean go, about my rap like a dead soap, because I'm better than who they lap on lap like Miss Jed Foe. Everything was Clocko, everything like I said, bro. Pokey out so clean go, I'm still the same in that land hole. Everything was Janto, can't get a job cause the man woke, like poet folk like Santoka. Everything was Miss Jan though. Off the top the freestyle, skill on Kako and me style. It would disqualify my app cause I'm jealous nation like G-Wild. Oppositely, Talk Row, oppositely on Pop Row, Ted, Bones, and Seco. Oppositely, I not show. Everything was Gico, everything like a knock Clo, everything was Rico, everything like a clog throat, everything was ESO, everything like a Rob show. Mob Flow was ELO, they hating blatant like Gene Toe. At the time they didn't do Pokeyasso and Chitin Flow. If I can rap this freestyle, it's unrelated to Glennish folks. Pokeyasso Klingo, it's unrelated like Glennish folks. They framing narcissism when there ain't no one present like Jenny's foe. Pokeyasso Klingo, they trying to make me a Bennis boat. Hating on my rap skill and hiding behind badges like Jenny Stowe. Hating on my rap skill and hide behind badges like Bennis Flow. Been like 18 years they been doing for practice on tennis dough. Pokeyasso Klingo, at different places you get to go. I don't see them hair time, I never knew it since Penny 4. I ain't know the cow time, I ain't know all the shell time. I bet if I was gruesome then they was probably like lamb shine. Everything was clusing, everything like a jam time. I ain't say I'm stupid, but I said I'm loosen like pale pine. I can't write the rap game, I can't fight who the chap came. All I do is obey laws and cross the street like a Jap lane. Pokeyasso Klingo, all I do is miss crap game. I don't mess with tap fame, I'm just there like a Jap age. Pokeyasso Klingo, I'm the one with the clap pain. I can't get a job cause they told me no on the snap game. Told me no on strap tang. They told me no at a bap blame. They told me no on black kicking. They told me no on me chap hang. Pokeyasso Klingo. So I'm growing Miss abstain. If they took over nature, then you would know it like Jap Tang. They want to hear my crisis, want to hear my depressed and sick up. I don't do no casing. I'm trying to miss though like Mrs. Mickup. Everything was Chaco. Everything like a Jesse sticker. Off the top, my natural, my freedom strip was Miss Mrs. Mickup. If it wasn't me and nobody else was the average party, then how was they country on the Trinier step in Kesslin Garden? How was they contee on the -3 step on Meslin Parter? If this wasn't me, then how was they like Miss Besley Barton? Pokeyasso Klingo, how they there like Miss Besley Barton? How they there in the first place if I wasn't here like Jeffrey Norton? How they here in the first place if I was gone like a Deckley Darden? I'm the one who made all these shiny flows on the Jekyll and Tarky. Pokeyasso Klingo, all I do is Miss Besley Barbie. All I do is make raps for genius guys on Miss Jekyll and Artie. All I do is make raps on Plenus Card on Machina's Card. They turning me into bones that be rapping for people on Enos God. But I ain't the sort though. I ain't never been court school. They taking away it surgically, financially, like Poets Pro. Pokeyasso Klingo. I ain't do it like that, like George told. If I was banging on Glago, then I was probably like Orch Blow. I ain't say I'm God show. I ain't do it like Todd show. I'm the one that's guarded and they the ones like this Ox Flow. I don't follow creatures or spirits sort of majoritorts, but if they tell their humans my deepest Grego, I'm ill as sport. Pokeyasso Klingo, all they do is Miss Dillis Dork. I said damn them all and I curse the spew of they pickling porch. Pokeyasso Klingo, I curse the pew of they ickling dorks. Curse the pew of always on top of stew on Miss Jickling North. Everything was Charltaze, ain't no protection for fall plays. If I was looking like that, the first recall, I was tall days. Pokeyasso Klingo, everything like a fall page. If I was looking like that, the first recall, I was ball beige. Everything was Charltage, everything like a call cage. If I was looking like that, the first regard, I miss Saltage. Everything was fall page, everything like a jaw taze. If I was looking like that, the first recall, I miss all strays. Everything was Charltage. It makes sense like golf plays. It make a lot of sense if you think of pence on the Charltage. Make a lot of sense if you take the hits on to take the against. They try to misattribute my 80s gift to Miss Crakely Prince. Pokiaso Klingo. They trying to take away my Aisley friends. Trying to take my hip rob and give it away to Jake Lee Dance. Trying to take my chip tie, take it around the Gip Claw. But when they get involved, they be turning it into Gyp's stride. Pokiaso Klingo. When they hear it's the Gyp spot. When they hear they take Murdy, do it better than Gyp talk. When they hear they take 30s, talk around yo and 8 birdies. When they come, they mix all my massive style up like Jay Worthy. Pokiaso Klingo, they turn it into Miss Day Curly. They turn it into something sightly like this the Dane on Miss J Pearly. They turn it into rightfully, making people my shitely. They turning them into rivals, then placing them near my gangski. Pokiaso Klingo, they place them where I can sight tea, to fight me and white me, to disrespect all my great tees. Everything was white tees, everything like a jite tees. If I was by myself, then they undercardos and geisties. And it's Kylie Step, and the only way is to find some help. If all these people here, they was under terror, misguided strip. Already been reported, displayed the court hearing. The Supreme, everything was charted on Mr. Tort Ribbon, Dusker Scheme. All I did was testify, and I witnessed before we got here. Told the truth on Kersagard, told them Clippers before I out still. Told the truth on Messapod, told the truth on Miss Jeffley Heights. I said if she was jealous, then she was white, then I'm Eckler Knights. I told them she was jealous because she white, I'm Miss Beckley Fights. I said if she was jealous because I'm white, then I'm Eckler Bites. Pokiaso Klingo already reported her like Jekyll and Tights, but she stayed in crime until Ella Spa Boss was baking brights. Everything was chime on Miss Chellin Stockhouse on Japel and Nights, but she stayed in crime in spite of the court hearing like Eckler Rights. Pokiaso Klingo, they stayed in way like Miss Declan Knights. They stayed and didn't lead to the cell compound like Miss Beplin Pikes. They stayed and didn't lead to the well compound, even Marines involved. If the military was there, then they'll snare me down. Pokiaso Klingo, they'll lie, say I was buried found. They'll lie up later and say I'm someone like Jeffrey Downs. They'll lie up later and say I'm someone like Jeffrey Downs. They'll lie up later and say I'm different like Beckley Bounds. Say I'm different Rajo, give me salutes on the crotcho. They probably say I'm crip banging, said I'm chooks on my jitos. They probably say it later and lie through lips like a pipe bowl. They lie through lips on hip shaking on top of tips on my jike nose. Everything was kite clothes, everything like a bite foes. I ain't rapping for fun, it's a life or death like Miss Jike toes. Everything was right toes, everything like a right shows. They doing it in advance and they hate for later like right toes. Everything with Jike Cole, Clack, Pope.